Thank you all for joining us virtually today. My name is John Couris. I'm the president and CEO of Tampa General Hospital, and I'm absolutely delighted to be with you today to celebrate and announce a major partnership with the Muma College of Business at the University of South Florida. Many of you know that are watching this virtually that we have a very deep relationship with the university, and it all started with the medical school back in 1970. That relationship has grown over the decades, and this most recent announcement is an example of the collaboration, the partnership that we have with the university. We have invested in the university $5 million specifically to the Muma College of Business to help support our efforts in the creation of a People Development Institute for folks at Tampa General Hospital and all of our affiliates. The journey that we're on and the journey that we're on with the university is critically important to TGH, to this community, to this region, and quite frankly, this state. We have embarked several years ago on a new bold vision for Tampa General, and that vision is very simple. It's to be the safest and most innovative academic health system in America. And I'm happy to report to you that we're well on our way to achieving that bold vision. It's going to take time, it's going to take energy, it's going to take a great deal of focus, determination, and good old-fashioned grit. But today marks something very important for our team members in this community. We're investing in the most important aspect of the vision, our people. Our doctors, our nurses, our allied health professionals, our administrators, our board members need professional development when it comes to realizing the vision. And the thesis is very simple. If we want people to begin to act and behave differently and to stay focused on the vision, we need to train them, teach them, evolve their thinking. Lots of times in industry, not just in healthcare, organizations will embark on a new bold vision, a new bold strategy, but they won't spend the time or the energy on developing their people. The People Development Institute is exactly about focusing on what matters most. If you support your team, physicians, they do the rest. If you give them your very best, they give their very best to the ultimate stakeholder in healthcare. And the ultimate stakeholder in healthcare are the patients that we serve every day in this community, in this region, and in this state. So as we begin to transform our culture, it starts with transforming and evolving our people. TGH and USF are on a journey going from being great to world class. I couldn't think of a better investment of our time and our money than doing what we're doing today. Investing in the Muma College of Business, investing in the University of South Florida, and investing in our people. Every single person at TGH will be touched by this work. And it's transformational work. It's important work. The community deserves it. Our people deserve it. And we're excited to be celebrating this with you today. I want to thank you for affording me a few minutes with you to kick off this very exciting initiative. And I will tell you, this is not the beginning and the end with the announcement. Our teams have been working for a year to bring today to reality. We have been implementing and executing classes at all sorts of levels in the organization for the last year. We're excited, though, to celebrate today, to share it with the community, and to hopefully be an example to other businesses across the region when it comes to collaborating with higher education and supporting team members and your employees. Now what I would like to do is introduce and invite up to the podium President Rhea Law, who has become a friend, who is an innovator, who has done an incredible job in a very short period of time at leading USF. It's an honor to have her with us today, and I want to thank you for listening. Thank you very much, President Law. Thank you.
Thank you, John, and welcome to all of our guests who are here online. Hopefully, some of them potential USF alumni as a result of this partnership. I also want to welcome our property people from the University of South Florida and also from USF Health. You know, across the Tampa Bay region and beyond USF's facility and students, we are passionate about doing the right things for our community. We want to make a positive difference. We look every day to think about what we can do better. And our partnership with Tampa General Hospital has been exactly that, the ability to work together and to think of things that will move our community forward, that will enhance healthcare, that will lower costs, that will give us the opportunity to be better together. And this day, this opportunity to work together is indeed a day for all of us to celebrate. You know, collaboration is in our DNA. That's what we do. Every day we say, what else can we do? How can we benefit from each other's strengths? And as I said, today is the day. Today we are celebrating yet another level of collaboration that will make both sides better. So with that, I want to tell you that it is exciting to have with us those from the MUMA College of Business who have been an integral part of coming up with the curriculum, identifying the opportunities, and now giving us this moment in time where we can celebrate, as John says, the beginning of our working together on this initiative, the beginning of making our faculty and staff better, the beginning of yet enhancing healthcare in our state. So with that, let me take no more time but to tell you that our dean from the MUMA College of Business, Dr. Moez Lamayan, is here, and he's going to share with us some of the specifics of the program. Moez.
Thank you. What a great day in Tampa Bay. What a great day at USF. What a wonderful day at TGH. Thank you, President Lau. I'm really, like you and like all of us at the USF, at the MUMA College of Business, we are so excited, so thrilled. Today is the day. Actually, my team made sure I don't have any caffeine so I don't go overboard. So for many years, USF Health has collaborated with Tampa General. And like the commercial really says, I love that commercial. They don't just practice medicine, they actually define medicine. And that's why it is my pleasure today to start my comment by sharing a short video with my colleague and friend, Dr. Charlie Lockwood. He's the Senior Vice President of USF Health and also the Dean of the USF Morsani College of Medicine. He, like Dr. John Couris, are truly the architects, the visionary that set the tone for a broader collaboration between USF and USF Health. And at the MUMA College of Business, we're so grateful to these two wonderful leaders for setting the foundations for what we are announcing today. So, Dr. Lockwood.
Hello, my name is Charlie Lockwood, and I'm Dean of the Morsani College of Medicine and Senior Vice President of USF Health. As you probably know, Tampa General and USF Health have had a long partnership. But over the past several years, that partnership has really blossomed. And our incredibly dedicated staff have dealt with a global pandemic. But at the same time, they've grown in terms of the quality of the care that we provide, the breadth of the care that we provide, develop clinical service lines, really enhance so many different aspects of the partnership. So we really are overjoyed to be able to partner with Tampa General. And I'm thrilled, I am really excited to be able to enthusiastically endorse the USF Muma College of Business, also now joining forces with Tampa General Hospital to provide business education to Tampa General Hospital employees. So we're great at being able to impart life-saving knowledge and teaching all of our healthcare providers how to provide great clinical care. We're not so good at teaching them how to be able to follow basic business techniques. And today, medicine is about equal portions of great clinical care and great business techniques. So this partnership is really exciting. And I can't think of a better partner for Tampa General than our sister college, the Muma College of Business.
Thank you, Dr. Lockwood. I'm so happy I'm not the only one who's very, very excited. As you saw, Dr. Lockwood is also, like all of us, very excited. And like USF Health and TGH partnership, this partnership between TGH and the Muma College of Business is timely, innovative, mutually beneficial, and also truly transformational, as mentioned by Dr. Couris. And it is so unique, like any other partnership in the nation. Actually, we want it to be the model for others to follow. We hope, like USF Health, to become one of the hospital most valued partners. As our wonderful President-in-law noted earlier, this kind of investment in people has created a different kind of talent pipeline, one that does not rely on hiring people every day from outside. Current employees can discover new skills and prepare for the next job now. TGH can identify potential leaders for succession planning. And it comes without requiring employees to leave the hospital, travel to USF, or fully commit to a business degree program. Providing these short, gradually badge-earning programs represent a new way of thinking and delivering business education. Extremely innovative, very, very exciting. It also gives groups of employees who may have never considered business education access to USF great business scholars. This new way of delivery, while it could be online, hopefully face-to-face once this pandemic winds down, or even flexible and hybrid, makes business education accessible for those with demanding jobs and challenging schedules. It is just transformational. The Institute will offer a broad range of non-clinical courses, ranging from basic business skills and practices, to value-based care, to management and leadership, to cybersecurity and the protection of data. New courses will be added every year. So this is not static. This is a very dynamic institute, ensuring that all the TGH members stay current and explore emerging topics while building a portfolio of Gridley badges that tracks their explorations. This partnership is the result of visionary leadership from Dr. John Couris and his team at TGH. John's truly visionary leadership set the foundation, and I'm so grateful for the team who worked endless hours, and I really mean endless hours, to work out all the details so that we are here celebrating today. They worked collaboratively with leaders from the USF Muma College of Business to bring this institute to fruition. You know, it is not just an institute. It is, as I mentioned earlier, a true model for others to follow. It is now my tremendous pleasure to turn the program over to Mr. Corey Neal, the chair of the Tampa General Hospital Foundation, which is, of course, providing financial support for this endeavor. Corey?
Hi, I'm Corey Neal, chairman of the TGH Foundation Board. One of the most rewarding aspects of being a part of this incredible foundation is the opportunity to support all the innovations developed in and for Tampa General Hospital. The very purpose of the foundation is to support the needs of TGH and its team members. The People Development Institute, or PDI as you will hear it referred to, is a great example of the kind of innovation we want to champion. Under the leadership of Chief Development Officer Fran Richards, our foundation team is focusing on launching a comprehensive capital campaign with the goal of making a transformational impact on the hospital, its team members and patients, as well as the communities we serve. When the foundation board was approached with the opportunity to support the People Development Institute, we were thrilled to be a part of this exciting endeavor that directly supports and invests in the professional and personal growth of every TGH team member. Like any visionary startup, PDI required capital to get off the ground. And on behalf of the entire TGH Foundation Board of Trustees, I am proud and grateful to say that we have pledged to support this initiative for the first 5 years. It is an honor to support a program that establishes a gold standard for professional development in the healthcare industry. Thank you, and know that you have the full support of the TGH Foundation Board behind you.
Thank you, Corey. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Quilenta Kivett, the Executive Vice President and Chief People and Talent Officer at TGH. I'm excited and thrilled to be here with you. One of the most important and exciting aspects of the People Development Institute is the access that it provides our team members without any financial cost or concern of theirs. It provides us the opportunity to provide our team members with not only access to systems, processes, and process improvement, but also leadership development, quality improvement, and safety. We recognize with the rapidly changing landscape of healthcare, there's a need for a diverse skill set. And that is why the match with USF and TGH is a perfect match. We have highly skilled courses that are taught by instructors from an academic background that is really one of a kind. Additionally, we really want to take this opportunity for our team members to know that we're investing in them, their future, their development, and we're focusing on them as a whole person. The creation of the People Development Institute is a commitment not only to our organization and our team members, as I've shared, but also to our community and our patients. We are committed to providing the best and most innovative healthcare in America. That is why I'm excited today to be here, a part of an organization that is partnering and is driven to create systemic change by investing in our people and providing access to development and education and professional advancement. It's such a pleasure and honor to see USF be a part of TGH's investment in our team members. Take a look.
There's so many different courses that relate to communication. It not only just benefits you professionally, it benefits you personally. And, that makes everything better. Your home life's better, your work life's better, everything.
I've taken a lot of strategies away from the class. Crucial conversations now aren't as painful because I've learned how to have them professionally and empathetically. I've gained confidence just, by taking those courses.
I would recommend the courses really to anyone because there's such a huge variety, right? So kind of whatever you're looking to do to grow yourself, whether it be personally, professionally, or advance your career, there's something out there for you. So I say check it out.
Isn't that exciting? I hope you really enjoyed hearing about this incredible transformational vision of the People Developing Institute. But I am sure many of you are now asking the question, so how do we get started? And we're so happy you asked that question because we have with us today this incredible finest TGH team, Rico Ruiz, one of the truly pioneers of this institute. Rico, thank you for being with us today. Also, Andrea Saikon. Andrea, thank you so much for being with us. And Rachel Buzik, thank you for being with us. And of course, Tiffaney Randolph. Thank you, Tiffaney. Along with my colleague from MUMA, Dr. Matt Malarkey. Matt, thank you for being with us today. Rico, the first question goes to you.
Okay.
So I remember when we started thinking and envisioning this institute, you really had it down and you helped us make it a reality. So just help our listeners here understand, why did you think this institute is the right thing to do now? And also, why the MUMA College of Business as a partner for this?
Sure, great question, Dean. Well, it's certainly an honor for me to even be sitting up on this panel. Certainly it takes a team of many to create an institute of this nature. And several years ago, there was discussion about creating this institute, but it really took a visionary leader, an exec such as Dr. John Couris. And I remembered the conversation with John, and he says, this is what he liked to see, and he says, let's do it. And so immediately I started the conversations with Dean Moas and Matt Malarkey and many others from USF. And so really that first year was really putting into place our ideas. And here we are today. So very excited about this endeavor. Certainly couldn't ask for a better partner in the USF MUMA College of Business. And this is just the beginning.
Absolutely, Rico. This is the beginning. And guess what? The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come.
Yes. And the next question is for my colleague, Dr. Matt Malarkey. Matt, you really have been another pillar and architect for this incredible initiatives. So tell us a little bit about the courses. I know the courses, they don't count for credit for USF. However, participants can earn a very valuable Credly badge. So tell us, how does this work, Matt?
Absolutely. Well, as a member of the leadership team of the PDI and as a teaching faculty in the PDI, I did want to say on behalf of all of the faculty at USF how excited we are to be working with the practicing professionals at TGH. It's a real joy to build courses and curriculum for all of you team members. So when we think about these innovations, they're just never ending when it comes to PDI. So we intend to innovate in the course curriculum that we create. We intend to innovate in the way it's delivered so that it meets your needs, which is, the way innovation in education is going today. And the third thing is we will be moving toward badging almost every course, or having an opportunity for almost every course to work together with other courses. And over time, receive a permanent, authentic, credible digital badge that will live with you in your continuing education activity. So as lifelong learners, we want you to have a digital badge that becomes part of you, that you can maintain with your employee record, but that you can also post, hopefully very actively on LinkedIn and promote the program. The innovations around digital badging today mean that you will have a digital badge backed by the authenticity and the credibility of USF in your repertoire. And as I was talking with Rachel just before, you know, we do believe that these courses have an opportunity to become a gateway for you as you look at earning credits and degrees in the Mumma College of Business going forward.
Thank you, Matt. And of course, I would love to see all our TGH friends coming to USF and the Mumma College of Business and taking courses there. Now, we're going to turn to Rachel. Rachel, you have a background in health and wellness, and you are one among the very first team members to actually participate in the classes. You know, in business, we always talk about these important transformational moment. We call them the aha moment. So as you were taking these classes, did you have these aha moments?
I would say so, and it was when I really got to take the content of the class and apply it in real life. So I recently decided to return to school, and I'm working on my MHA. But as that process of applying to schools, I decided to enroll in a couple different courses as part of the Institute to prep myself. So I took personal branding as well as Resume 101, and it really helped me get my LinkedIn profile ready to go, as well as my resume for when I was sending it out to apply to these programs. And in some of my interviews for graduate school, people commented on it, and they were extremely impressed with everything I had listed on my LinkedIn and the structure of my resume. And that really is all due to PDI and the courses I was able to take.
It's so nice to hear. Thank you. Thank you. And another great team member, amazing team member, she asked me to say that before the show. and she comes from the clinical side of TGA. She has already taken several courses. And we know in business also, aha comes in different shapes and forms. So for Rachel it was aha, but I think for Tiffaney was aha. So tell us, Tiffaney, about your aha moment.
So for my aha moment, and honestly, I feel as though I've had quite a few, but similar to Rachel, I actually just completed my doctorate in a clinical area. However, part of that in leadership and engagement, and from a clinical perspective, because we're all leaders on the clinical front lines, that I did some transformational leadership courses and some courses in servant leadership, which directly parallel what I've done at Tampa General. And I actually was able to use the materials from my doctoral program and my Tampa General program hand in hand. So it was very interesting. And I actually had the opportunity to share some of that with my leadership. And I was very excited to see the overlap and the support from TGH and the translation into real life, and to share that with my team members and to put that into my clinical practice as well.
Thank you, Tiffaney. I told you she was very good. and Rachel, which classes or class that you took, but also you said, you know, I really can apply this for my day-to-day work. It makes me a better employee, a better person, and a better leader.
I would say there are probably two different courses that come to mind, and that would be learning about the DISC assessment as well as emotional intelligence, because both of those are a way to be a little bit introspective and learn more about myself. But then with that, I can take that introspection and apply it to my everyday work to be a better communicator with my team members, to be able to handle some of those difficult conversations with management or as conflict may arise. So I would say those two courses have been a huge benefit to learn about myself as well as to learn how to communicate with my team.
Thank you, Rachel. Tiffany, go back to you. Which courses you really felt that, wow, they're making me a better person, a better leader, a better member of the TGH team?
I most certainly agree with Rachel because I think those courses are foundational. And to expand on that, Crucial Conversations was extremely helpful. And that also allowed me some self-reflection and also how to have those difficult conversations at whatever level with team members, my direct report. So having those conversations really helped. And also negotiations. There's a little bit of negotiation going on and everything. So, and that was helpful as well to also appreciate other people's perspective and my perspectives and how do we work towards a common goal together.
Outstanding. Tiffany, going back to you continuing, I'm sorry, Tiffany, is what can you tell all our friends from TGH about not just the quality of these courses, but also the wide variety and the diversity of the courses? And either one of you is fine, maybe Tiffany and then.
Absolutely outstanding quality. One of the first things I was impressed with was organizational development when I first came to Tampa General years ago, and the way that organizational development supported the team. And then when John started and really just blew it up. And the course
in a good way, blew
it up in a good way. Absolutely. Oh no, blew it up in a good way. Put it on steroids.
All right, good.
And the support that is offered, so both from interpersonal skills, professional development, someone such as myself, that there's not always a lot of role for clinical leadership to get out of if you want to stay in your clinical environment, but there's a role to develop yourself and to have leadership as a servant leader, as a frontline leader, and to also empower your team members to know that they have that available to them and that these are ways to grow yourself personally and professionally.
Great, thank you. Rachel, what can you tell us about the wide array of and the diversity of the courses?
Yes, I mean, I completely agree with Tiffany that there is a plethora of classes to choose from. And, you know, it's great because people on my team, we've all taken a variety of the classes. So then we can come together as a team and be like, hey, you know, I picked up this tidbit or you learned this. And then we can also, it opens up the conversation and then we can learn from each other.
That's great. Thank you. Rico, back to you.
Yes.
So we started this several months ago. So can you give an idea to our listeners here, how many people have started already taking some of these courses?
Yeah, so since our official launch back in January, we've created 30 courses thus far. We've delivered 65 courses, and that's both unique and current courses in existence. And we've completed over 1,200 sessions.
That's incredible.
And once again, it goes back to the team, both from the USF side as well as the TGH side, collaborating and offering these wonderful programs.
Yeah, when people ask me about this this partnership and the PDI Institute, I always say it's about synergy.
Yes.
It's really the 1 + 1 = 11. Now, my students think I am mathematically challenged, but this is really the case, that when you put forces of forward-looking organizations, innovative, creative like TGH, with also the entrepreneurial spirit, the academic grounding of the Muma Carjo business, you have a great baby. We call it the PDI. Good. So, Matt, the idea behind the vision for this institute that everyone from really the valet parking to the surgeon would have their needs fulfilled in terms of professional development. But it's not an easy task, right? Designing courses for such a diverse type of jobs and people. But we have done it, we're doing it, and we will do it like nobody else does, because it's a true collaboration between the two teams. Tell us a little bit about the design of these courses.
Well, you know, as the video said, we really want a people development institute that goes from the valet to the vascular surgeon, that touches every single team member in TGH. We did some benchmarking when we began this process, as Rico remembers, almost 3 years ago. And in that benchmarking, we found that there wasn't a program in the healthcare space that actually took care of the development of everybody in healthcare. And when we look at our patients as customers and consumers, the truth is they touch every member of the TGH and community and their team members. And so when we started thinking about how we would build these programs, we were ready to steal very liberally from the best class programs in every aspect of people development. And to give a real shout out to Andrea and Rico, there's already been a solid foundation of training, teaching, and development at TGH. And so we were able to stand with them on the shoulders of that platform and basically allow the TGH team members and the leadership at TGH to help direct us toward the next 30, the next 40, the next 50 programs that we need to provide to make a difference in people development. So we're really committed to doing that, and we're ready to innovate around what the needs are and how those programs that already exist around the country can be adapted to this particular healthcare space. Because as John and you and I have talked about, the needs are not unique just to TGH for healthcare people development. And we're excited because we already know that we're able, with Dr. Lockwood's support, to bring many of these courses to USF Health employees. And we're hopeful that we'll bring them to the entire state of Florida and nationally at some point over time. And so this foundational commitment over the next 5 years is just that. It's to create as much innovation and as much directed learning for lifelong learning for the healthcare professional at every level. I would say at every way they exist to increase patient outcomes and take care of the people that flow through TGH every day.
Thank you, Matt. I was doing a little bit of math here. I like math. Counting how many times the word excitement was mentioned since we started this announcement, it was 96 times. So I really hope all our listeners are very, very excited. That will make it 97 times. Rico, back to you. Just following up on what Matt said, these courses, even though they just cover amazing areas of business and professional development leadership, but yet they map so beautifully to the mission, vision, and strategic priorities of TGH. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, and that was intentional. As we designed and developed our course portfolio, we wanted to tie it back to our strategic pillars and operating imperatives. And so myself, our academic director, Dr. Joanne Quinn, actually met with the subject matter experts of each of these 6 pillars. And we learned from them what courses were applicable to those pillars. And so it ties back to offering programs that tie back to the strategic pillar, right, to enhance and grow our team.
Thank you, Rico. And for all our panelists, I promised Dr. Couris and our President Law that excitement will be mentioned 100 times. We're 3 short now at 97. So feel free to mention 3 more times. And for any additional one, you get a bonus.
Absolutely.
Andrea, you're probably wondering, oh, he forgot about me. I did not. Actually, I really kept a great question for you because you have done an amazing job helping us put this institute into reality and really celebrate with us today. So you've seen this institute from ideation to really starting a few months ago to the announcement today. How did you see it affect the journey and the motivation and the satisfaction and the path of several of your colleagues at Tampa General?
It has been absolutely remarkable. So when I think of my time participating with our People Development Institute, 1, we could not ask for a better partnership in USF, but 2, to see the direct impact it's had on our team members has just been amazing. When I think of
exciting too.
Exciting,
Okay,
exciting again. When I think of 2 individuals such as Rachel and Tiffany, I mean, the opportunities to not only learn and grow and develop with us at TGH under the PDI, but also to build relationships, whether they're in a classroom setting together or over the past 19 months doing virtual training, we've seen relationships built across different disciplines that maybe wouldn't have occurred otherwise. We've also had the opportunity to celebrate a lot of promotions. So
Yes.
when I look back at January Go Live, we've had over 50 promotions. And when we celebrate our team members and say, way to go, how did you get there? What training and education did you take advantage of? There's so many offerings under the People Development Institute that has really helped our team members have a foundation and help them grow and develop. Of course, you know, transitioning from peer to leader, that's not an easy transition to make, right? A lot of folks have made that jump, and we want to make sure people make that jump successfully, and they are because of the training at People Development Institute. So it's been amazing and very exciting.
Right. Oh my God, one more. Andrea, I'm going to give you a chance to take us to the 100 exciting. If there is one advice you give it to the hundreds of our friends from TGH, what will be that advice? What will be that recommendation? They're listening to us as we speak.
Don't wait, right? I mean, there is training around the clock. We're a 24/7 operation. We have offerings that are around the clock to meet our team members where they are at. So my advice would be jump all in, join us on this journey. It is very exciting. We want your feedback. We are continuing to grow and develop our course offerings, as my colleagues up here have mentioned. And we want to hear from you. What's most impactful to you? So do not wait and join the excitement.
Ladies and gentlemen, more than 100 excitement about this. Yeah, it cannot be more exciting than 100 excitement. Actually, we're having some questions here from the audience and the participants. And the first question says, do you need your supervisor approval for these courses? So these are real questions asked by the audience.
I'll take that question. Yes. So certainly, you know, if you want to register for a course, it's always best that you have that conversation with your supervisor. And certainly, you know, we're mindful of manning needs and certainly taking care of our patients and so forth. So we want to make certain that it doesn't impact staffing. But yeah, certainly have that conversation with your supervisor, explain your excitement about taking a course through the PDI.
Oh, very good.
That was intentional.
Do we have a counter there that counts?
And but yeah, it's important that you have that conversation with your supervisor. So when you come back from the course, you can share what you've learned.
Thank you. Thank you. Rico, every time I invite my colleagues at the MUMA College of Business for a lunch, you know what they tell me?
What's that?
There is no such thing as a free lunch MOAS. So I'm sure a lot of our friends here are asking, are these courses really free for anyone from TGH? Andrea?
No dollar to our team members. We are truly committed to investing in our people, and this is one of the many ways we do that. So no, there's no charge to our team members, and they can participate in as many courses as they want. There's no cap either.
It's amazing. As many courses as you want. You don't pay anything. It just cannot get any better. Really, as a dean, I'm always asked to talk about business, the latest development, great examples. I can assure you, I always take our friends at TGH and under Dr. Couris' leadership that's a great example. We're all in the business of people. TGH does it better than anyone else. That is what they do. They invest in their people because they are in the people's business. Matt, you wanted to say something?
Well, I think the way to think about this is that through the investment from the foundation, what TGH has really done is scholarship all of you. Is scholarshiped you to build and grow your own capabilities and competencies, and that's priceless. Thanks.
This is a question, Tiffaney and Rachel. You know, you are busy at the hospital, and we're all very, very grateful for everything you have done, for saving so many lives directly or indirectly. It doesn't really matter which job do you have at TGH. You helped us fight this horrible enemy, this pandemic. So time is very precious for all TGH team members. You went through this, how difficult it is to balance, you know, you still have your full-time job, still have your families, but also invest in your professional development. Anyone can start?
I can start off with it. Yes. And I would say one of the things that the PDI has done such a great job with is some of the classes are only an hour and a half long and some of them are 4 hours long. So you really have a great opportunity to choose a course that matches the time commitment that you can give to it. So that's kind of how I planned some of my courses out. Is I knew we were kind of going into our slow season, if you will, in my specific department. So I looked for some of those courses that may be occurring weekly for the next month or so. And then when we know it's getting into a busier season, maybe those quicker one-time classes are a better selection at that time.
Thank you. Tiffany, you want to add something?
I think I've had the opportunity to take the approach that this is actually it's not work, it's part of my personal development. However, I have been fortunate to have a director that's incredibly supportive and has me incorporate that back into work. So when I do have the opportunity to have some administrative time, depending on the availability and the length, or the courses are broken up, it may be an hour for 4 weeks in a row or something like that, that actually my director has allowed me to incorporate that into my role and bring that to my team. And so really it's part of my work. It almost seems like cheating.
Yeah. But you enjoy it too.
Absolutely.
You're investing in yourself. That's
Absolutely.
really good. Matt, a lot of our viewers are asking, do I need a degree to participate in these courses?
One of the wonderful things about the way we've designed the PDI is that you do not need a degree to participate in these courses. And these courses are at the individual, leader, team member, and actually cultural and ethical level as well across the organization. So we're not defining participation by degree. Beyond that, with the digital badges, it gives you an opportunity to create, again, your own credentialed competencies that are there and visible for your next promotion, for your other team members, and potentially for your career development for a lifetime.
Actually, we have a question from Gretchen. The question is, I had the privilege to take Dr. Christian Ruler's class, Introduction to Ethics of AI in Healthcare. Wow, what an amazing topic. This class surprised me and influenced me. I highly recommend this class to team members. You've heard Christian, highly recommend it. Will further education be offered along the same ethics in AI healthcare subject?
Yes, I can take that in part and then toss it over to Andrea and Rico. Our curriculum development is designed and led by our academic director, Dr. Joanne Quinn, who gives her apologies for not being able to be here since she was traveling literally in a plane today. But that curriculum is designed with significant input from across TGH. We have 24 members of leadership that are already part of the curriculum advisory panel. We have really been interested in listening to the voices of the TGH leadership, and you as healthcare professionals tell us where you needed more courses and more opportunity. And let me throw it to Andrea.
Yeah.
So I think it would echo exactly what Matt has said. I mean, our goal is to continue evolving the classes that we're offering, taking in team member feedback and aligning those with, the journey that TGH is on to become the safest and most innovative health system. So as our team members are participating in classes and sharing their feedback on what they learned, how they're applying it to their jobs, our goal will be to continue to build upon what they're learning.
Thank you, Andrea. And our commitment at the MUMA College of Business is really to listen and also design the up-to-date courses that are grounded on academia, but yet very practical to everything you do. Tiffany, you wanted to say something?
I did. I actually want to say, and to that extent, I have to really take the moment to really appreciate TGH and USF's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. The certificate programs, the course offerings, the awareness, the reaching out to team members, I know on a personal level, it makes a huge difference to me. So I want to
thank you, Tiffany. We're so proud of that course. We had more than 150,000 people. So it's great. And we're going to make it available for all our friends at TGH. Andrea, there's a really good question, I think from Gretchen too. Are the courses offered year-round or just during the academic year?
Great question. They are offered year-round.
So really, no excuses basically, right? Free year-round. You select And I think we did some studies, now preliminary, I have to admit. We found that TGH team members who took classes actually said that was the best thing they've ever done in all their lives. They felt much younger, much smarter, and much more handsome or beautiful. Rico, how do you see this institute evolving over time? So yes, how do you see this in 5 years? We have a commitment for 5 years. What will be the dream in 5 years?
Yeah, that's a very exciting question.
All right, good.
And certainly this is a journey. So in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, to really establish this institute, and I think we've all said it in the very beginning, create the model for others to follow. And so certainly, we couldn't have partnered with a better university such as the University of South Florida to create this initiative and really drive it to where we want it to go.
Absolutely.
And like I said, we're creating the model for others to follow.
Yeah, and that's really true. Talking to Dr. Couris, success for us is really this to be a model. And as Matt mentioned, we really would like more institutions to join and benefit from this incredible initiatives. Now, we mentioned that the courses were free.
Yes.
But also there were badges, and the badges are really tremendous. You can put them in your social media, you can brag, and you can really show your qualifications. Are the badges free for the TGH?
That they are. There's no cost to our team members.
Wow. Free course. Any time of the year.
Any time of the year.
And free badge.
Right.
And it makes you younger and happier. Wow.
That's exciting.
It's really exciting. It's really exciting.
Dean, if I could just say one thing, while there's no cost to our team members, the only cost that we ask of them is their commitment in time. Because certainly this is a phenomenal opportunity to our team members. I've heard from many that have been at other places and said this did not exist. And so again, the cost is their commitment and involvement, not only to their teams, but to the organization as well as the community. Because what they're going to learn through the PDI is going to impact not only those within the walls of Tampa General, but certainly outside.
We're almost out of time. I want to give each one of you just the last word about that you want to really convey to all our wonderful viewers and the TGH team. Aisha, let's start with you.
I get to kick it off. Okay. Well, I would say that just like Andrea mentioned before, don't wait to do this. This is a great opportunity. I highly recommend you take advantage of this exciting opportunity. And whether you're looking to grow within the four walls of Tampa General Hospital, or maybe you're looking to go back to school, this is a great opportunity to expand your skills and really harness those different topics that can really benefit you as a team member or as a leader in the future.
Thank you, Rachel. Tiffany.
Absolutely like to echo that. And I would highly encourage everyone at Tampa General to take one course. Just take one course, whether it's something that looks like it's interesting to you or something that looks like it's foreign to you and you have no idea what it's about. One course. Just take one course, see what it does, see how you feel about it, use the benefit, and I'm sure you'll come back for more.
Thank you, Tiffany. Andrea.
I would say participate and join with your colleagues, right? It's way more fun to learn with one another. And some of what you take away, bringing that back to the unit level, applying it and having that constant conversation is invaluable versus I went by myself, brought it back, I'm sharing my excitement with my colleagues and they have no idea what I'm talking about. So I would say recruit your colleagues, go through a couple training courses together, share your feedback. Again, we are building and designing curriculum to meet you where you're at. So we very much want your feedback, your partnership, and your participation.
Thank you, Andrea. Rico.
I say everybody has the opportunity to unlock their potential. So to Tiffany's point, we're just asking one class. Start out with one, and I promise you'll be back for more.
Thank you, Rico. Matt.
Well, I realized I'd be remiss because without inviting our faculty, we've had over 24 faculty already participate in course design and development. They come from every college in the University of South Florida, And we're not afraid to ask faculty from other institutions to join and provide the best programs available. So we're going to come out with seasonal calls to the faculty to welcome and invite all of those innovative courses like ethics and AI in the future. So all faculty are welcome to submit and just need to contact myself or Dr. Joanne Quinn, and we'll get you involved in the program.
Thank you, Matt, and we're so grateful to Dr. Joanne Quinn. She couldn't be with us today, but she has played and continue to play a major role in on this great initiatives. Every good thing has an end. The Institute will stay forever. I really would like to take this opportunity on behalf of all of us at USF, at the MUMA College of Business, at TGH, to thank all our viewers today. Thank you for joining us. I really hope you enjoyed this great project as much as we do. My very special thanks to one of the best leaders I've ever had a chance to work with, Dr. John Couris. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for partnering with us and trusting us, and our commitment is to make sure that you have the best return on investment. Of course, our fearless president, thank you so much, President Riala. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for empowering us to do the things that we do. You've heard it from everyone. Please go to the website, explore. And if you're from the community and you want to know more about these initiatives and maybe partner with us for your business, we will do everything we can to accommodate you. Thank you so much and have a great day. And as always, we say, go Bulls. Go Bulls.